Okay, today I'll be talking about how to make enemy health bars above their heads. So let me start. I'll show you the demonstration here first, and then I'll explain everything here. Okay, well, character's off right here. Let me move this camera up here. So basically, I'm going to move the character forward and see how he has a health bar above his head, the red bar. Now I'm going to fire my weapon at it and see how his health bar drops. And I don't have the character moving right now because I'm just demonstrating how it's going to work here. So I'm gathering more ammo here. I'm going to go ahead and use another weapon I have. Change weapons. Doing more damage to him because he's taking more health. He destroys him. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So this character right here, I have him not moving, so let me make him where he's going to move again. So copy all this script. So I'm not going to talk about this information here, but in this code right here in the step event, I have a bunch of code that talks about how to, when my character moves to a certain point, then the bad guy is going to move and follow the character. So I've already talked about that in previous videos. I'm just going to talk about the health bar above the enemy head. Alright, and then I'll show you again that he follows the character this time. He's coming after me. Kills me off. But there's more enemies in the game, but I'm just demonstrating that one enemy right there with the health bar. But there's many other enemies in the game where let me see if I can do this to make it smaller so I don't have to raise the camera up right here. Yeah, alright, so that's how it works. So several enemies coming at you at one time here. So basically how this is set up is in the create step here, go to the control tab and I'm bringing over 3 bars. In the first one it's going to say HP underscore max. The value is going to be 100. The second one's going to say HP underscore current 100. That's how much your current health is at 100. And then your max is going to be at 100. Your max health. And then this is going to be HP underscore percent. So this is basically when you get hit, your health bar is going to decrease. So it's this comma, parentheses, HP underscore current, slash, backslash, HP underscore max, parentheses, and we have a asterisk above there, which I believe is a times 100. And I'll put all this code in the description below in YouTube. So that's the first step. The next step is going to your step event, and you're going to drag over another var, and it's going to be HP underscore percent, and you're going to have the same thing here. It's going to be parentheses HP underscore current, then the backslash HP underscore max, parentheses, and then times 100. So that information is pretty much copied over from the create. So you just copy this information over to the step event, and then in your weapons you're going to have it set up where the blue weapon is like the weak weapon, so I'm only going to have the enemy get hit -5, so after -5 it will decrease every -5 on your health bar. So I have an HP underscore current, and then it's going to take away 5 points from the enemy, and then I have it set to relative. And then he's gonna, this just states that he's not going to be moving, and then you get the sound that's going to go off. He gets hit, and then it's going to have smoke effect happen here, which I'm not going to really talk about because I've talked about this before in previous videos. And I have it set to relative, and then this area I'm going to have it set to other. So this is basically stating that it's going to, you have to have this set to others, that way your health bar is decreased. So it will every time you hit the bad guy, or your health bar will decrease. If you have this set to self, it's going to destroy the bad guy completely, just like that. So you have to set it to other. Then then you have to go to the control tab and bring over a test variable. Set it to self. Variable is going to be HP underscore current. Then it's going to take away 5. Then less than. So basically, whatever you have up here in the current, this is -5, so you're going to, in the test event, you're going to have it set to 5, and then you have it set to less than, which is what it is, -5. So the value is 5 and less than. And then I copied all this information from the bullet going up, and then the bullet going right is just pasted over there. The bullet going left is pasted, and then the bullet going down is pasted. So the same information 4 times. Oh, and I forgot to talk about this last thing. This last one is the destroys instant. So it's also going to, after the health bar is, there's no more health bar on the bad guy, it's going to destroy the bad guy completely. So you have to have one set up to other, which is going to make the health bar decrease for the bad guy, and then when he has no more health, then he's going to be destroyed. And you have to have your everything set up, your actions set up just like this. If you have this destroy instance up here and the var down here, it's not going to work correctly. You got to make sure it's set up the same way in this pattern set up. Otherwise, it's not going to work correctly in the game. And then for the powerful weapon, the red one, I have it set to the value -10, so it's going to take away 10 points from the enemy. Set it to relative. And then in the then destroys other, of course. In the test variable is HP underscore current, and then I have the value set to 10, because that's what and then it's set to less than. That's what I have it set to originally, -10. So you have to do the same thing here. Put 10, and then it's less than, which is what it says up there, -10. Then in the last thing you have to do is make a draw event. This is going to make your health bar appear above the character's head. You go to the draw tab, you bring over a draw sprite. This is going to pinpoint the location of where you want the health bar to be at. So I just have it at X0, Y0, and the sub image is -1. Make sure you set it to relative, otherwise the character will not show up in the game. And then this right here is righten, because the character in the Sprite is called righten, so make sure you go to your list and check righten. So you make sure it matches the Sprite that's in your Sprite box here, otherwise it's not going to work right either. Then you choose a color for your health bar. I chose red. And then in the draw rectangle, X1 is -25, Y1 is -40, X2 is -25 plus parentheses HP underscore percent, and I believe this is divide or backslash 2, and then in parentheses, and then -50, and then fill, and then have it set to relative. So this is basically showing, is sizing your box, your health box, how big your health box is going to be at in your game. This is the size of the health box going to be. If you want it bigger or wider, then you just change these numbers here, either larger or smaller, to get it the right size. And then in the X2 right here, this is basically making sure that your health bar is being decreased when you hit the character. Alright, and that's pretty much it in this tutorial here, and I pretty much just repeat the process, copy all this information and paste it into the shooting up, shooting left, shooting right, shooting down. Just paste the same information in there. And that's set up for all these characters here, for the right, left, because you have the character going right, you have the character going left, going up and down, and then staying stationary, not moving at all. And all those pieces, all those enemy pieces, have to have the same information in there for all your character. So your character's going left, then you have your character going up. So gotta make sure that you have the same information in there for all the bullets. Just copy the information in there for each bullet piece, and you're good to go. So that's how you make your health bar for your bad guy, your enemy. Alright, and thanks for watching.